goes to the principal later in the day and said, hey, I need to get something off of my chest. He said we were down at the PE facilities, the locker room area. She was doing some work. Her zipper broke on her hoodie. I helped fix the zipper, but that's all. I was just helping her. Nothing wrong. In the meantime, our victim goes home and tells her parents, hey, not only did he talk really, really inappropriate to me and said some really vile, nasty things to me, when my zipper broke, he unzipped my shirt. And I didn't have on I unzipped my hoodie, and I didn't have on a T-shirt. Parents immediately went to the school. Now, our deputies are school resource deputies for all of the public schools, and we immediately began an investigation when it was brought to our attention. He lawyered up. Isn't that amazing? He lawyered up. He's 31 years of age. He knew better. So as the investigation's progressing, we find two other 18-year-old female students who he's also made similar statements to. In fact, one of the two, he made some outright, outrageous, nasty statements to. Oh, and by the way, he asked them if they wanted to receive community service hours, and he talked about no cameras. The other two said, no, we're good. We don't want anything to do with it. So anyway, he's arrested. He's charged as appropriate. But here's my concern. My concern is how many other students, how many other children, teenage girls, has he hit on? And was he able to successfully groom any of them who are now embarrassed and afraid to report it? We need to know that. He's locked up on felonies in the county jail. We don't have any football team in jail, so we don't need to worry about him coaching anything. And the school system is appalled. Total 100% cooperation from the superintendent and the school staff. They always support us in these investigations, and this one was no exception. So at the end of the day, he's coached his last football game. He fumbled. He's going to be held accountable, and the good guys win. Thank goodness our victim went home to her parents and said he was way out of line and he inappropriately touched me. That's why we were able to make a successful case and lock him up in jail. But once again, I'm concerned about the victims we don't know about. And it's important for them to come forward as well. Are there any questions?
How long has he been working for the school?
He has been the head football coach since 23. I think he started to work for them in 19. He apparently had some coaching or teaching history in Ohio before he came here.
And Sheriff, the timeline of these at least 3 victims that you know of, can you just walk us
In the recent past, I don't know exactly the timeline. This was reported to us just a few days ago, and obviously it took a couple of days to do the investigation, and we locked him up yesterday.
What are your thoughts about community service with a teacher alone with a student in a locker room?
Well, I certainly believe that you should always be able to trust your teachers, and I can tell you the overwhelming majority of the time, teachers do exactly what's right. This guy's an aberration. He's not the norm. You should be able to work with coaches, and there's a lot of work and cleanup and moving stuff around in locker rooms and coaching facilities where you have football, basketball, all the sports. And certainly there should not have been a problem at all. Zero. And there normally isn't. But he not only talked inappropriate, he talked nasty. He was grooming her. A classic case of grooming. And that's why he got locked up.
We can't be in his mind
He was trying to have sex with these children because he over and over emphasized to our one victim. This is, maybe as a football coach, he's a slow learner. He over and over emphasized to her that there's no cameras here, there's no cameras here, there's no cameras here. This was not a passing statement. And she was scared, and she was upset, and she went to her parents. And he talked about, when he was bragging, well, there's other teachers that want to have sex with me, and this is a perfect place because there are no cameras here. And, I am married with children, and he is married with 2 children. I bet his wife is hot as a $2 pistol right now. If she's not, she should be. But the reality is we don't have any evidence that any of the teachers were engaging in any inappropriate activity with him. That was just him bragging as he tried to groom this and at least 2 other young ladies to have sex with him in the locker room. But I'm telling you, teachers are totally awesome. They're wonderful. Coaches are awesome people. They do what's right. But every now and then you get a whack job. And this guy is a child predator and a whack job. Hitting on children is not acceptable. Inappropriately touching children is even worse.
So you haven't talked to him because he said he's lawyered up?
He lawyered up.
So what will happen to him now?
He will go. First off, he'll have a chance to plead guilty or not guilty at his arraignment. His lawyer will file a not guilty plea. Then he'll have the opportunity to either plea or go to court. And quite frankly, that's his choice. Our goal is to send him to prison. You need to go to prison when you're trying to engage children in sex. And not only that, it's at school where they have to be. It is mandatory that children attend school. So he's got a captive audience to hit on there. And that's what he did.
Is your investigation still open?
Our detectives, who are simply the very best, are tying up this investigation with this victim. However, we are ready to investigate other allegations if there are other victims out there. And I suspect there are. He didn't just wake up one time at 31 years of age and decide to do this. This is his pattern of activity, to hit on young girls.
What do you tell those young girls that are afraid to come forward?
I tell them that they'll have the full support of the sheriff's office, of the state attorney, of the entire system, that we will protect them and keep them safe, that it's up to them to help make sure that no other child ever is groomed and victimized by this evil child predator. He violated all the morals and all the ethics of our community and the laws. We're supposed to trust teachers, and we should trust teachers. He is a rare exception. I love my teachers, but I also like putting bad guys in jail, in prison, and that's what our detectives did. They locked him up where he should be. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a good day.